Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here. And today's practice is about using our movement, our asana component of our practice, to assist in preparing us for meditation or for calming, stilling, and clearing the mind. Patanjali said that yoga is a practice of stilling the fluctuations of the mind, and that's really the theme of this class. So it's relatively quick. It's just about 20 or 25 minutes of movement. And then we'll do a simple counting meditation at the end. This is great on days when you find that your mind is really racing or you're really scattered or agitated. This will help, hopefully, to soothe and create some clarity. So you just need yourself and some place to move. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll begin right away in child's pose. So any variation of child's pose that is feeling supportive and good for you is great. Knees could be wide, they could be a little closer to support the lumbar spine. Fingertips are crawling out, and then go ahead and relax your forehead down. Let this be a really passive, drapey child's pose. So the elbows are soft. You can spread out the hands, spread out the fingers, and then anchor them toward the earth, but in a gentle way. Soften or close your eyes and begin to draw your awareness inside of your body. Notice as you become still how you're feeling. Is there any resistance to getting still? And if there is, that's okay. Let it be there. Just notice. Start to feel how your breath is moving. Where is the breath touching in your body? And could you lengthen it in a conscious way so your next inhalation lasts a little longer, fills a little deeper? And then let your exhalation be symmetrical to the inhale in its quality as well as its duration. Starting to breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the breath trace along the floor of your nostrils and gently down the back of your throat to begin to create the whispered ocean wave sound of Ujjayi Pranayama. The breath can have a really profound effect on the mind. So go into your mental space. Notice where you're starting from. How are you arriving to your practice today? Are the thoughts moving rapidly or more slowly? Is there anything that's really stuck on your mind? Anything distracting or that you're fixating on? And this isn't bad or wrong. It's totally natural and normal. But in this practice, we'll just notice. And if anything's feeling really, really sticky, imagine that thought is like a bird in the sky. So it moves into the window of your awareness, but it keeps going. It keeps flying through and away. Stay here for a few more rounds of breath. Lengthen your spine. Soften the creases of your hips. Relax your jaw. Take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Begin to shift forward. Let's move into tabletop position. So shoulders are over your wrists. Let your fingers broaden away from the center of your palms. Imagine your hands like starfish, and then they're sticky. So tack down all your finger pads. Just start to move your rib cage laterally here. So gliding off to one side, through the center, and then the other. And then you can get your hips involved. So we're just kind of waking things up. Maybe it turns into more of a circular pattern. Go a couple times each direction. With your next inhale breath, begin to move into cow tilt. Soften your belly, curl your sitting bones up. Draw your heart forward from base to front and lift your gaze to the sky. As you exhale, press down, tuck your pelvis, hollow your core, Round your spine and let your chin fall toward your chest. Again, inhale, slowly opening up into cow pose. Expand through the front body, broaden your collarbones. As you exhale, round and curl into cat. Let's go through 2 more rounds at the pace of your own breath. Maybe you'll move a little bit faster. Maybe you'll stay really slow, really steady, really deliberate. And then finding your way back to a center point, tuck your toes behind you. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, lift your knees and send your hips to the sky to find downward facing dog. And then focusing a little less on our alignment here for the first few breaths, just feel into your inner world. So noticing the sensations, noticing little micro adjustments that you can take to find a little more space or ease or extension of the body. When you're ready to get a little more still and steady, start with your foundation, rooting the hands, the fingers, spread your toes and press them down. And then feel the rebounding effect of energy rising up the lines of the arms and the legs, through your spine and up and back through the tip of your tailbone. Have a micro bend in your knees. Spread your shoulder blades really wide. Take a full inhale breath. Stay as you exhale. Next breath in, lift your heels, round your spine, and slowly make your way forward into a high plank position, shoulders over the wrists. As you exhale, bend your elbows, tuck them in tight to the ribs, and lower all the way onto your belly. And then stretch your feet out, so the tops of the feet and toenails anchor. Really drive them into the earth and firm your thighs. Send your sitting bones downward. As you breathe in, begin to hover your heart and your hands a little away from the earth, moving into baby cobra. Starting to feel some activation and heat in your back body. Really go for length. So imagine your heart's a light. See if you could shine it a little more forward as you take another deep breath in. As you exhale, gently release back down. Now, glide your hands back behind you and turn your palms so they're facing the earth. As you breathe in, again, dig into your feet and your toenails, firm your thighs. Begin to float your heart and float your hands and arms. Press into the air like it's solid and catch it in between your fingertips. And then as much as you reach your toes back, shine your heart forward. Take another breath in. Exhale, release. Palms by the ribs, tuck your toes. Move through tabletop and with a little arch in your spine. Rock your hips towards your heels, but reach your heart forward. So we move into this hovering child's pose position. As you inhale, round, come through cat, hands and knees, suction your belly button in and back. And exhale, lift your knees and send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Just follow the pathway of your breath in and out of your body. What energy are you generating with the in-breath? And what are you clearing or softening with the out-breath? Next, inhale, lift your heels, round your spine, slowly find your way forward into high plank. As you exhale, chaturanga, and lower all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes, breathe in, just hover the heart, hover the hands, baby cobra. As you breathe out, create engagement between your inner thighs. Let's float the feet and thighs away from the earth as well. Spread your toes and then grow longer. Take one more deep breath in. Feel the support and strength of your back. As you exhale, lower. Same thing, but we'll reach the fingertips back, palms face down. Inhale, heart and arms and hands lift. Exhale, spread your toes, lift your legs. Take one more breath in. Feel your muscles hugging or wrapping onto your bones. As you exhale, palms by the ribs, tuck your toes, glide your hips back. Continue to extend your heart forward, active child's pose. Inhale, round, come through hands and knees like a cat. As you exhale, knees lift, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. See if you could root a little more to the insides of your hands, to the thumbs and the index fingers, lifting through the bones of the forearms and sending your heart back to your thighs. Next breath in. Lift your heels and look forward. As you exhale, keep your heels high if you can. So we're on tiptoes. We'll walk slowly to the top of the mat. One little baby step at a time, landing with the toes behind the wrists. Bend your knees and hang in ragdoll. So everything is drapey. It's like your spine is made of fabric and it's just cascading forward. If there's an arm variation you want to take, go for it. Or you could just simply hang. Feeling the exhale breaths rinsing down your spine, moving from the tailbone all the way out through the crown of your head and carrying on the stream of your breath anything you don't need to hold, anything stuck. That could be physical tension. Maybe you imagine like a thought or something you're fixated on, like leaving your physical body, falling out of your head, rooting to the earth. Dig your big toes down. We'll slowly unfurl up to standing. Take your time, going one vertebra at a time. The head will be the very last thing that comes up at the top. And then melt your shoulders away from your ears. And with your next breath in, feet pressed to the earth, circle your arms wide and up to the sky, gaze moves up. As you exhale, long spine, diving down with resistance. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Take a breath in and halfway lift, sitting bones back, crown forward. As you exhale, fingertips to the mat. Pick up your right foot and step it to the back of your space. Toes and then your knee will touch down. Now keep your fingertips or maybe palms anchored for a moment and just feel your pelvis sliding a bit down and forward, softening there. With your next inhalation, dig into your big toes, curl your left sit bone under you, and stretch your fingers to the sky for Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to sink away from the ears. Lengthen your tailbone down. Then pull up on the frontal hip bones and hug in a little bit from the back of your waist to the front of your ribs. Catch your right hand in your right wrist in your left hand. Grow tall as you take a breath in. And as you exhale, add a lateral bend up and over toward the left. Finding the hip flexors, opening the front of the right hip. One more breath here. Inhale, rise to the center. Maybe press your palms and gaze up. As you exhale, circle your hands to the mat, lift your back knee and step to high plank. Inhale here, grow your heart forward, squeeze your front body. As you exhale, stay taut as you bend your elbows and lower halfway. Breathe in, sliding forward, either up dog or cobra, lift from your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Next breath in. Stretch your right leg high for 3-legged down dog. Exhale, stack your hip, bend your knee. Let's play through some circles here. Go a couple of times in one direction. And then switch, just creating space through the hip joint. Next, inhale, square your hips and stretch your right leg high. Exhale, left heel rises. Slowly, slowly step your right foot forward to your right thumb. Keep your left palm anchored, left knee lifted, and as you breathe in, circle your right fingertips to the sky. Follow them with your eyes. Plug your big toes down. Try, without actually moving, to pull your right heel back and draw the ball of your left foot more forward. Good. Now, spin your right fingertips all the way to the back of the mat, opening across the collarbone so your palm faces the sky. Take one more breath in. Exhale, return to facing the top of the mat. Walk your fingertips forward and a little wide. Step forward and fold. Feet parallel or together. Next breath in, find a halfway lift. And exhale, just fold. Inhale, root to the earth, long spine, reverse swan dive. Swim the arms wide and up, gaze up. Exhale, we'll go right back down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Take an inhalation, halfway lift. On your exhale breath, pick up your left foot, step it to the back of your space, your toes touch down and then your knee. And then be on fingertips or maybe palms are flat. And just rock your hips a little forward, but lift through your sternum so the spine is lengthening. Next breath in, root to the earth and rise your fingertips high into Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, feel a gentle curl of your tailbone down, the hugging in through the front body and the rising of energy from your pelvic floor up through your sternum, through the crown of your head and out through your fingertips. Catch your left wrist in your right hand. Breathe in and lift tall. As you breathe out, arc up and over toward the right, continuing to find length and space even as we stretch laterally. One more breath here. Inhale, rise to the center. Press your palms, lift your gaze. As you exhale, palms to the earth, lift your back knee. See how quietly your right foot can step back to high plank, meeting your left one. Then inhale, lengthen your plank, heels back, shoulders a little forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra, lengthening through the heart and across the collarbones. Exhale, core initiates the lift of the hips back to downward facing dog. Next breath in, elongate your left leg high, three-legged down dog. On your exhale breath, stack your hip, bend your knee, and begin to play through a few circles in each direction. Continuing to find depth to the breath and a solid press down and forward through both hands. Square your hips. Inhale, extend your left toes high. Exhale, right heel lifts. Super slow motion. Step left foot to left thumb. Right palm stays anchored. As you inhale, circle your left fingertips up to the sky. Follow them with both of your eyes. Pull just a little back on the outer left hip. Dig your big toes down and try to squeeze them toward one another. Then begin to spiral your left hand toward the sky, leaning back. Let your fingertips extend to the back of your mat. Take one more deep breath in here. As you exhale, swim your hands to the top of the mat. Come onto fingertips. Step forward, unfold forward. Take a breath in. Find a halfway lift, spine long. As you breathe out, fingertips to the mat. Pivot on your heels to turn your toes out. Bend your knees. We'll sit to Malasana. Palms to prayer at heart center. And just pause, taking a moment or two here, softening through the creases of the hips. Breathe your heart towards your thumbs. And take a little check-in. Notice what's circulating, what's heating, what's moving through your body. And then also observe what's quieting, what's stilling, what's calming. Begin to blink your eyes open, soften your fingertips down. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips, turn your toes forward and fold. Breathe in, long spine, reverse swan dive. We'll rise to standing, reach up, look up. Breathe out, dive down, forward fold. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, right foot to the back, right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand to right wrist, arc up and over to the left. Stay here, take one more deep breath in along your right side body. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, rise tall, press the palms, lift the gaze. One exhale breath to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. In breath, glides your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Right away, exhale, step, right foot, right thumb. Inhale, circle your right fingertips to the sky, revolved lunge. Exhale, carry your right arm back and flip your palms skyward. Take one more breath in. Exhale, step forward, fold forward. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Breathe out and bow. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the fingertips wide and up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, grow long from tail through crown. Exhale, left foot back, left knee to the earth. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up and rebound away from the earth. And then exhale, catch the left wrist, arc up and over to the right. Stay in the lateral bend. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale, rise to a tall spine. Look up, palms meet. Exhale, palms down, back knee lift, step to plank and chaturanga, all in one breath. Inhale, forward, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next breath in. Stretch your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left foot through. Right palm stays anchored. Inhale, left fingertips sweep up. Exhale, circle them around and back and open your chest. Broad collarbones, deep breath in, widen your palms. Exhale, step forward, unfold forward. Take a breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips to the earth. Pivot on your heels, turn your toes out, bend your knees. Let's sink to the bottom of a squat. Palms to prayer, Malasana again. Softening or closing your eyes, steady your focus, and just watch everything moving through the window of your experience. Good. You can place your fingertips down, and we'll softly, gently come down to a seated position. Let's do an easy twist. So just move into Sukhasana, gentle crossing of the legs. And as you inhale, swim your arms wide and all the way up to the sky. Gaze moves up. As you exhale, place your right fingertips down to the base of your spine and take your left hand to your outer right thigh. With every breath in, brighten your toes, brighten the line of your spine. And then with every breath out, notice the shoulders moving away from the ears, and notice the gentle turn of your left side towards your right. You can keep this chill, so it doesn't have to be anything too intense. If you want to add a little neck stretch here, just tilt your right ear slightly towards your right shoulder. That can feel really nice. Slower breaths. Inhale, gently unwind. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, left fingertips to the base of the spine, right hand to outer left thigh. Grow long and tall and bright as you inhale. And as you exhale, wringing out the spine like a washcloth. Left ear could start to tilt towards your left shoulder here. One more breath. Slowly unwind. Breathe in, reach your fingertips to the sky. Breathe out, palms move down through prayer, and then soften your hands onto your thighs. You could choose, the palms could face up or down. The facing up of the hands generally is a little bit more of like an energetic, sort of open posture. Facing down can be a bit more grounding and anchoring. So choose consciously what makes sense for you. And then soften or close your eyes and observe all the qualities of your state. So we've just done a little bit of movement, nothing super complicated, but just see what shifts this focused attention and breath and symmetry between your inhales and your exhales has created for you. Some days the outcome of the practice or the after effects that we feel are really profound and easy to notice. Other days, less so. And one is not better than the other. There are always things processing and circulating. So we'll go into our simple counting meditation now. So on every breath in, you'll count an odd number. So inhaling 1. When you exhale, you'll count an even number, 2. And then the next breath would be inhale 3, exhale 4. We'll do that all the way up to 10. And once you get to 10, you'll start again at 1. And if you notice the mind wanders, you get lost, that's okay. You can just bring yourself back and start back at 1. So we'll just do this for a few minutes. Comfortable seat, eyes soft or closed, beginning as you're ready. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Once you reach 10, start back at the top with a count of 1. Notice the subtle nature of your breath. Notice the coolness of your inhale and the breath slightly warmer on your exhale. Continue to sit with a tall spine and an open heart. Just a couple more minutes here. Begin to drop the technique, letting go of the counting. Just observing the breath, observing the effects. Notice the quality of your attention, quality of your mental space, and the quality of your energy. Know that you always have access to a slightly calmer state, even if things just move by a degree at a time. Begin to draw your palms to meet in prayer at heart center. And take a moment here to find self-focused gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for showing up for this practice. Even on a day when maybe it felt difficult. Sometimes when we're really agitated, it's not always the most natural thing to get still. And then let's take one final breath all together. So inhale, fill your lungs fully to the top. Open your mouth, take a big sigh. And then lift your heart and bow, chin to chest. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I hope that this little bit of movement created some calm in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that below as well. You can also join as a monthly donation member. It's just $5 a month, and this really helps to support me and my channel. Have a really great rest of your day or night, and I will see you soon in the next practice. Bye.